I'm listening.
Okay. Well, I want to thank you guys for joining me this morning. My name is Chris Lipinski. I'm with Strahman Valves. We make washdown equipment, which would be pertinent to what you guys do and mainly focus especially on the food processing and beverage industry. So I have just a little PowerPoint here and some product samples of the stuff that we do. And if you have any questions along the way, by all means jump in, and I'll be happy to answer them. I've been with Strahman for about 7 years now. The first 5 years I was on the operations side, then I transitioned to sales. I am the regional sales manager considered for the Northeast, so my territory runs from Virginia, West Virginia, Pennsylvania, all the way up to Maine. So it's impossible for me to hit all the end users and everything out there. So we try to find strategic partners to work with, like yourselves. You guys order a little bit from us now, but I think there's a lot of availability for us to grow together. So hopefully by the end of this, you can see what we do, and I'll be able to move forward a little bit more. Okay, so Strahman was founded in 1921 in New York City. We have 4 locations. Our corporate headquarters in Bethlehem. We have an office in France, Germany, and we also acquired a different company a couple of years ago called Vitorque Valve Automation in La Fox, Illinois. Our major products are valves, which we do drain and sampling valves, process valves, line blind, stuff like that. Stuff that you guys wouldn't get into. The main thing that you guys would get into would be the washdown equipment, which is my area of responsibility. We make all sorts of other things, which I'll touch a tiny bit on, but not too much. We are an ISO 9001-2008 company. We also have certifications from around the world because we're a world company as well. This is our headquarters in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. We moved from New Jersey to Pennsylvania about 10 or 11 years ago. So we're located in Bethlehem. This is our plant. We do all of our assembly of our washdown products in our plant. We also have a full machine shop as well as assemblers. It's a 70,000 square foot facility, and we can modify or anything like that. So if you have a special need for something out there, we can do it. We have a full engineering staff of 8 guys on hand that handle all the products, but we can do a lot of different things.
So everything is manufactured in the USA?
We do get some casted parts from outside, but everything is assembled, and so we can consider it made in the USA because it's assembled, and a certain percentage is machined and done in the United States, so we are considered made in the USA. But we do have some foreign parts.
Okay.
Okay. Our mission statement is to be the global leader in manufacture of high-quality, innovative washdown equipment and valves. We want to meet or exceed our customer expectations, and we want to provide a rewarding and safe environment for our employees while delivering a superior return for our shareholders. That's our mission statement. That's what we live by. That's what we go by. Okay. This is just some of the customers that we've done business with, products. As you can see, for you guys who do a lot of food, we've done Sara Lee, Tyson, Cargill, Kraft, Pepsi, Coca-Cola, Anheuser-Busch, Snapple, Frito-Lay. We also do touch the pharmaceutical industry with this stuff. I don't know how much pharmaceutical you guys do, but we cover the whole gambit. Our products are in everything. Okay, just some of our approvals or certificates. Here's our ISO certification. We have one for our European office. We have Russian stuff. We have Chinese. We have everything. All the different certifications and everything that's out there. So we're certified in all the countries in the world. We live by tradition, quality, innovation. Tradition is the Strahman trademark, ingenuity and reliability. Quality of return, tradition, innovation, cooperation, and innovative. A lot of our products that we've come out with have come from customer feedback. We're always looking to expand and redesign our products to best meet what's going on in the marketplace. So if you have anything out there that you say, hey, this is a couple customers are asking for this, or this would be a good idea, don't be afraid to throw it our way, because we're always there for looking to re-innovate our products and stuff like that. Okay. Like I said, we're here for the washdown equipment. We do mixing units, which takes hot and cold water, steam and cold water, We make our nozzles, hoses, hose reels, we have everything. For our nozzles, we have the widest variety of spray nozzles in the industry. We have ones that do solid spray or cone spray. We have quick connect attachments, they're heavy duty, and they're light industrial. I'll pass a sample around here of just our nozzles. These are our most common ones. We have our M70, which is a heavy duty nozzle. And we have a cutaway so you can take a look at it. We have a mini version. If you grab that, you can see the heavy dutiness. We have available in brass and stainless as well, you know, like that. We have taken those nozzles, we've run them over with a forklift, we've dropped them off the building, you know, everything like that. So they're very, yeah, they're like a gun. Yeah. And the funny thing is, if you look at the arrow on top, we had to put that on there because people have turned it around and shot themselves. Nice. So the arrow on top for that is because there's been some user error and everything like that.
I'm gonna buy this lunch. Grab something.
Hello, sir. How are you?
Good. How you doing?
Good.
Sorry, I'm running late here.
No worries. Here, I'll drop the right there for you. So our nozzles run deep. You know, I don't have a sample of the. This is our HP 150 nozzle. That's an all stainless steel nozzle. It's a little bit lighter. And the funny story about that is we do a lot of business in the vivarium industry, which is the animal research stuff. And to believe it or not, the nozzles are pretty much indestructible unless a monkey grabs it.
Unless a monkey grabs it?
Yes, for animal research. They grab it, they can rip the cover right off. So we designed this, so the industry came to us basically and said, hey, can you fix the problem? So that's why we came up with that nozzle, the HP 150. But it is actually a great nozzle, very light, very heavy duty, and the cover can't get ripped off. We do have some hoses. We do make our own hoses. We crimp our own hoses. I have some samples of our hoses here. We have two different types that are used out there. We have our extruded hose, which we have in these three colors. And then we also have our premium wrapped hose. So you can take a look at that. They're all heavy duty, USDA certified, FDA approved.
So now, do these come in like 20 footers, 10 of it?
Well, our standard lengths are 25, 50, 75, and 100.
Okay.
By all means, since we do all the crimping and everything at our facility, if you need a 30-foot hose, if you need a 60-foot hose, we cut them to length and we crimp our own stuff. So you can get any length you want. But the standard stuff is 25, 50, 75, and 100. And here's a sample of what our crimps look like. We have a crimping machine. You can take a look at that on both ends.
What's the difference here? I'm sorry.
The one you have in your hand is the premium wrapped.
Okay.
And the other one is extruded. It's just a preference of what the customer likes. They're both FDA approved, USDA approved, food grade hose. The next thing we want to talk about is our mixing units. We do two types. We have a steam and cold water mixing unit available in bronze and stainless, which would be the M5000 series or the M5700 series. And we have hot and cold water mixing units, which is an M159 or an M750, both bronze and stainless. What's unique about our mixing unit that nobody else really has out there, this unit provides hot water instantly. The units all come with a digital type gauge to give you the exact temperature reading. The safety feature, which is in our steam and cold water mixing unit, is if the steam pressure falls below 50 psi, if the water pressure falls below 50 psi, the steam side automatically shuts off, so you're not getting live steam to come through. That's a big safety factor that's out there, a safety feature that we have that not too many others really do. So I can pass this around. This is the inside here. This is the steam side, the cold water. It shuts off automatically what's in there and everything like that. It comes through, it blends down there, and you get your hot water temperature automatically. Like, this is kind of heavy, so I'll just pass this around for you guys to take a look at. We do have some thermostatically controlled units for steam and cold water and hot and cold water. It's just their preference. They're just digitally controlled, not digitally, I'm sorry, dial controlled, and it'll get a temperature reading plus or minus 5 degrees every time the unit's turned on.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You know, and then here's our thermostatically controlled unit. This is our M200. This is the hot and cold water. That's the steam and cold water. This one, you just turn the dial right there. You get to your temperature, and then all you do is shut on and off. And like I said, it gets it to the temperature that you want at plus or minus 5 degrees. Same thing with the steam and cold water one. We did develop a low flow version of that, which means if you have lower water pressure, you can use a steam and cold water mixing unit. It's called our N5000 low flow series. You can basically use 8% less water, sewage, and energy costs, so you can save on water consumption. This area is not too much really people care about water, but as you get to the West Coast, we designed that basically with that in mind, because they're going to say, well, we need to save water, especially in California. You know, water is a big thing. So we came out with something to compensate for that. And again, it's just seeing what's out there and adapting to what we need to do to be successful. I did pass around the hoses. Like I said, our tubing is FDA approved. We have extruded, we have wrapped. It's all food grade. It's a microvan cover. Very simple. We have a U.S. supplier, so the hose is not foreign. It comes from, I believe, somewhere in Pennsylvania. I'm not sure. But again, we cut all our hoses to length. So if you do need a non-standard size, we can provide that. We also have a bunch of other different products. We have a couple different attachments. We have a hydro sweeper, which is basically like a water broom. What's neat about that is it rotates 180 degrees, so you can clean under tanks and everything like that. So when you go to the ground, you pull it, you're pulling everything towards you, so you don't have to move tanks, clean under the lines wherever it's at. We do make drain cleaners, whether it be a flexible one with a rotating head or a straight version. Puts it right in there. We do have pre-rinse nozzles, which I have samples of, which is used basically for commercial kitchens. I'm not sure how much you guys get into that. If you ever come across it, just know that we do have this stuff. It's a commercial kitchen type product. We have two different ones. This is called the Vary Spray. The spray is varied depending on your pressure, if it's a solid or straight. Then we also have a Quick Clean 3, we call it, which is a turning head. It comes from the solid stream all the way from a 5-degree fan to a 15-degree fan spray. They're all heavy duty, 3-year warranty as opposed to everything else that's out there. One thing that we are getting into now is, which could be big in the food industry. It's ozone. I don't know if you guys ever heard of ozone. Ozone is an all-natural, powerful disinfectant. It's just taking oxygen out of the air and combining it and mixing it with water or keeping it as a gas, and it disinfects everything. We have a couple of different units for that. We have some wall units. We have a portable unit. It's big right now in the brewery and winery industry, the ozone is, but I can see the applications for food. We have a test unit being run in a food plant in New Jersey. They're testing it. We have it in a pharmaceutical plant being tested. So the options out there are endless. So if you go into a food plant and just mention it, and I'm sure the sanitation guy has heard of it, and they can be interested in it.
It's called ozone.
Ozone, yeah. And I have a little, let me see here. I got a little pamphlet here that basically tells you, it's like the little 101 of what ozone is, you know. So I got that.
Well, is there special chemicals they have to put in that?
No. It just, ozone, it takes an extra oxygen molecule. So oxygen is considered O2, and then what it does is inside the machine, it separates an oxygen molecule into two O's, I guess is the best way to put it, and they combine it with another one, it becomes O3. So there's no chemical, no nothing. It's all chemical free, and it's a powerful disinfectant. And the good thing about it, it's cold water based. The colder the better. So they're not using energy to heat up to spray down their chemicals and everything like that. It's just taking it, they clean it, they disinfect it with the ozone, and you're ready to go. We did come out with a steam trap that's used in the steam lines, especially with our mixing units. We sell them with the mixed unit comes with the steam trap, because the steam trap, which is right there in the center, on top of our unit, makes the unit run more efficient. It gets rid of the condensate before it goes into the mixing unit, so you won't get the chatter, you won't get the banging, and the life of the unit lasts longer. So here's our steam trap that we have. It's a simple design, there's no moving parts, anything like that, and it's just puts it right on top of the unit and you're ready to go. But it can be used anywhere else in the pipelines. Right now it's a 3/4 inch that you have in your hand. We have 1 inch, 1.5 inch, and 2 inch available. Same concept, just larger and everything like that. This is just to go over just some of the other stuff that we make. I don't know, the only thing that I think in the food industry where I've seen valves that we make or use would be the sample valves. And again, if you have a chocolate plant, they use our sample valves. A beverage plant where they're sampling along the line, they'll use our sample valves. Other than that, I don't see any of the other products being used within the food industry. But if you ever come across something, just keep in the back of your mind, hey, Strahman might do something like that. Always reach out to me. I can get you in touch with the right people on our side. And you never know what can come out of it. But again, we do a bunch of other things, not just the washdown equipment, like I said. Here's just you can always reach out to anybody that's out there. You have our main number, you have our president, he's up there. This is our vice president of our business unit, our customer service reps, myself, we have an engineer, and we have an outside person as well.
So who do you recommend, really, if we call in just to get
In
price?
the beginning, call to me. I'll get your pricing on stuff like that, and then as the relationship grows, it would mainly be these two ladies, Roz and Sherry.
I think I've sent stuff to Sherry already.
Okay, yeah, I know we've done a little bit,
Yeah.
and that was my reason for coming down in the first place, just to see what you guys do. And then when I found out you're in the major food plants, it's just a win-win for us, because I'm sure.
You've gone back in a couple times.
And I'm sure, if you go into food plants and you talk and ask what Strahman is, they'll point you right to it. I'm always available to do some joint calls with you guys. I can point out and say, hey, that's a Strahman mixing unit, or that's a competitor's unit, but they might want to try Strahman, or there's sample valves over there, anything like that. Use me as a reference. I'm always here for you guys. I'm based out of Bethlehem, so I'm not too far. I do travel sometimes. As you said, my territory's wide, but I'm always in the area. Just let's set it up. We can go in, we can talk with the sanitation people, and then we can make you guys grow as well as us, and we can become successful partners. If you need any information, we can always visit our website. Our website has tons of information on it about the products. There's some videos on there. We have a YouTube channel. Anything you need, you can go to the website. If I'm not available to get anything, there's cut sheets and stuff on there you can get. So you can use our website as a tool. And I didn't want to take up too much of your time. I know you guys are at lunch or whatever like that, so I kind of was, did about a half-hour presentation. But if you guys have any questions right now, let me know. I can definitely answer them for you.
I just wanted to know who the contacts were, but you already answered that.
Yeah. My contact is on the back of that pamphlet, just in case you lose the business card. What I've done too is I've done taken these things, and I've also put other distributors' logos up there. So I can definitely print some of those out with your logo here and your contact information under here where the business card is. So this way when you walk into some plants, you can hand that, hey, if you have any Strahman product, it has your logo on it, meaning that we're partners, and has your contact information on there as well as our main contact information. So we can definitely do that for you. What are some of the major food customers that you visit?
Is most of the stuff like stock in Bethlehem?
Yes,
Or,
yes.
I mean, lead times, we're looking at
The only
pretty quick.
thing, if you look in the catalog, the stuff that'll be a long lead time might be some of the hose reels. We do keep like 3 or 4 on the shelf.
Okay.
But if you look under the mixing units, there's the cabinets like the CEC 1000 series, the recess and the pedestal. Those would be the stuff that might be about 3 to 4 week lead time. Everything else, it's quoted as a week, but it ships in 2 to 3 days.
Okay.
We do have a wide stock on hand that the guys just get the orders, they pick it and they go. Like, who are some of the food accounts you guys call on?
I have Ventura Foods.
Okay.
Then I have Martin's Pastry.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have Shriver Foods.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see what. 3. Maybe 2.
Look at Jason. Jason, can you turn this off?
What other industries do you guys service?
I mean,
Stauffer Biscuit and Cookie Company orders some Strahman stuff from me.
Okay.
I think I've actually done some Strahman valves for Rust-Oleum.
Okay.
They have the actual valves. I think you helped me with some of those.
Awesome.